Let us consolidate our learnings with three examples here in which we are going to relate multiplication and matrix model. As you know, A times B is being treated not as just a repeated addition along a straight line, but we are treating this as a two-dimensional arrangement which is called matrix. A times B really means A rows of B groups. So here's the very first question where you need to write the multiplication statement for the given matrix model. The second one, you need to do the reverse. We are given you the multiplication statement and illustrate it with the help of a model. And finally, we'll match the two. So here is another way of providing you, but this time we are not putting it in matrix form. We are trying to give you in a linear form, like repeated addition. So 3 times 2 traditionally will be given as 3 groups of 2 each, right? So here is the basic concept of which we learned in our previous section. So when we say what is 3 times 4, it could be represented on repeated addition model, which is we have 3 groups of 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's first group, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, the second group, and then the third group. Now this is what we say repeated addition. So multiplication is repeated addition. However, it only gives you a very limited view of what multiplication really is. So in our videos, we have seen a paradigm shift from just a linear arrangement of these things into a two-dimensional arrangement. So as soon as you put it in these two dimensions, where now we have 3 rows and 4 columns, which is same as saying that we are not talking about 3 rows with group of 4. You get the whole idea. So as soon as you extend your thinking and vision from that linear part to area part, you can see the enlightenment of the area, which opens up so many things for you. Now you can actually model many real life situations. Correct. So the idea here is we have been engraved with the concept of repeated addition, which confined our vision. And now it is time to break free and rethink multiplication as different aspects. One of them is rows into columns, providing us with area. So it changed the dimensions from linear units to area units, unit to unit square. Perfect. Keep that in mind and then answer these questions. Perfect. Here I'm going to provide you with solutions. I am Anil Kumar and I've been working on many path breaking concepts. This is one of them, and I hope you appreciate it. Feel free to write your comments. Here I'm going to provide you with some suggestions. Now, the very first one, as you can see, there are 2 rows, right? So there are 2 rows, which are these. So this is the first row and second row. And in each row, there are 3 groups. Right, so these are the groups, 3 of them, which is represented by columns. So in a matrix, these are your columns. And the way to write is A times B, also interpreted as sometimes in the matrix form A cross B. So we'll find a lot of applications once we start thinking like this uh, for advanced level of arithmetic algebra, I should say. So the very first one should be what? Since there are two rows and three columns, so this represents 2 times 3, which indeed is 6. You can count or you can multiply. Correct. But we are not putting them straight in a straight line, where again you'll get the same result 6. However, there's a huge difference. In a linear model, the unit is linear unit, and in a square model, it's area unit, right? Now, here, when you place them in this fashion, what is going to be a what two numbers are you multiplying really when I give you this model? Since there are two rows, this will be treated as 2 times 1, and that of course is 2. So that becomes a multiplication statement. So in a statement, you have to include the equal to sign and write down what is left equals to. Now in this case, there is only one row, so it is 1 times 2. So which is indeed 2. So the first and second are same. So that's also called commutative property of multiplication. You get the same result. However, visually you can see the difference, what it really means, right? The next one is we got 1, 2, 3. So first number is 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives you 12. So that becomes the next one. So I think you got the hang of it, and see how simple it is to use multiplication with this model, right? So this time it is 3 times 2, you're right, and that is 6. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 4 times 1, 2, 3. Makes sense, correct? So that is how we can write the multiplication statement for the given matrix model. Now in question number 2, let's do the reverse thing. So we have to represent this multiplication 2 times 3 as a model. So you can make circles, right? So groups of 3, that is what it means, right? And two groups of 3, that is what it means. So there you go. 1 means there's only one row, and in that row we have got 3 items. So it could be anything, right? So 2 times 4 means 2 rows of 4 each. 2, 3, 4. Think about a tray in which we have arranged cookies, right, of different kinds. And now here we have one set where we have 2 rows of 4 each of one kind. Right, makes sense, correct? 4 times 3 means each group of 3, right? 1, 2, 3. And 4 times it is going to be repeated like this. You see that? So that's a way to interpret it. 3 times 2 means 3 rows of 2 groups, right? So one first row, second row, third row. Makes sense, correct? 4 times 1 means 4 rows of 1 each, right? So it's a vertical column. So as you can see, many matrices are given different names, correct? So this becomes a column and that becomes a row matrix. We don't have a square matrix here where it's kind of 3 by 3 or 2 by 2 or 4 by 4. Perfect? Okay, great. So now we'll move on to the next question where we need to link the two, correct? So 3 times 2 means what? And now again, understanding this, I'd like you to link these. So let this be the test for you. Correct. So you can label them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this side as A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I like you to associate ones with numbers with the alphabets. You can write down your answers in the comments. If you have doubts, you can always ask questions. I normally check and reply within 24 hours. So that should help. So it's a learning platform, our YouTube channel, where we share with our students the knowledge. Keep sharing and keep learning. Thanks and all the best.